Alright, what's up guys, I'm Random Frank P, and we are back with another episode of Cool Tech Under $50 for the greatest month, September, the series where we show off some of the best tech you can find under that price. And if you guys see anything you like today, I'm going to drop it all for you in the description down below so you can check it out. Don't hesitate, things go out of stock super quick when these episodes drop, prices fluctuate, so hop on it all while you can. And also, shout out to last episode's winners. I've been in contact with you on your comment from the last episode so you can claim your tech. If you guys want to win today, all you got to do is drop a thumbs up down below, leave a comment on what your favorite item is today and why you like it. Then third, make sure you're subscribed because I'm only going to pick subscribers to the channel. Now first up, something that's really cool if you're a content creator in any capacity really, because this tiny Comica VM10 Pro microphone has a nifty little feature that separates it from the rest and makes it super useful. So to show you what I mean, you'll see built in is a switcher from analog to digital. This lets you, on the fly, use this not only analog with the 3.5mm port on the back, but also switching it to digital lets you use the USB-C port on the side and plug this into any USB-C device to use as a microphone. So for vlogging or grabbing some video with your camera, keep it analog and take advantage of that built-in gain dial up top to easily adjust your volume. Want to use this for live streaming on your PC? Switch it to digital, plug in the USB-C cable, and you're good to go. And it's legit any device with USB-C. You can plug it into your phone, Mac, PC, and when in the digital setting, it'll be recognized in your sound settings to be the microphone input. No drivers needed, plug and play. It does come with 3 cables inside the included carrying case, which is nice, a cold shoe mount, and a wind muff for some outdoor use. But for your standard, DSLR or video camera, it'll be the same as any external mic you may have used. Mounted up top with the included shock mount, plug it in, and like I said, make sure it's on analog and then control the gain right there. I've been using this with another one of my favorite gadgets recently, which is the 6-axis magic arm for this retro tech ASMR video I did in a Whatnot promo. And this let me get the shotgun mic right in front of the lens, but out of frame. So it's gonna pick up audio right where I'm filming. I then had the gain turned down the mic for a cleaner sound since it was so close, and it worked out perfectly in my use case. Check it out. And speaking of Whatnot, I'm going to be giving away another free Switch 2 for you guys on my live stream coming up next week, so I'll drop that down below. You're not going to want to miss that. But I think really good bang for your buck here. You're listening to it right now so you can get an idea of how it sounds with it being a shotgun mic. I just have it mounted above me for this. You heard it for the ASMR video we did. And again, really versatile with the digital to analog switcher there. Just really great for any audio use case at the price of $45. And going right along with that, as I showed you with the mic, is another crazy useful gadget that I've been using all around the studio, is from Neewer with their 6-axis magic arm. This thing is crazy with the 6 360 ball heads, letting you configure this clamp in any orientation. It can span the extent of 22 inches long. And while it's designed for phones, cameras, GoPros, the likes of that stuff from their listing, you can use this with lighting, microphones, even mini monitors for your setup. I own 3 of these around my studio, and it's one of the most versatile gadgets that I've added to my workflow, and it's been awesome. One of the ways that I integrated it at my gaming setup has been with streaming. A few weeks ago for the Battlefield 6 open beta, I did a few casual live streams that was right around when my mouse launched too, and instead of rigging up all this crazy equipment, I used this $30 clamp arm, a $60 webcam, and then a $40 Comica mic I just showed you guys. And this worked perfectly to get a simple overhead shot along with the gameplay. The benefit of the locking ball heads means you can set each of the arms in any orientation, which is why I was able to, mount this behind my monitor, route it up vertically, then out horizontally, even with my desk, that it let me get that straight down shot while still having the mic angled up towards me since it was mounted on that 1/4 inch thread. While this particular use case here in my setup is admittedly a niche sort of execution, I do think it still gives you an idea of how useful it can be and how you would be able to integrate it into your setup. I mean, I even just showed it to you with the microphone and how I used it with my camera rig. So the possibilities here, almost endless with all those 360 joints. So a little spoiler, in tomorrow's video where I show off the Corsair Xeneon Edge, I actually used this to mount the Xeneon Edge vertically, with it being spanned around the width of my ultra-wide monitor and then being mounted vertically right next to it, and worked out like a charm. Next up's nothing crazy, but can help you keep your desktop nice and tidy if you have some extra peripherals in the rotation, or if you just want to keep some stuff off the desktop in its own spot. This aluminum and walnut-based headphone stand gives you 3 lips to hold your gear on, with the focus of giving your headphones or headset a place to safely hang. But for the backside, I've seen people mainly use it for something like gaming controllers, as advertised on their listing. But you guys know, it's always good to get creative and maximize something's potential. So I don't see any reason why this couldn't hold your extra gaming mice. Again, if you have multiple you use, this can prop them up and keeps them from moving with that lip on the hanger. And while it's not the most, exciting thing in the world, I know there's at least a few of you who will definitely take advantage of this. Also, there's about like a 5-inch gap between those 2 hangers on the back, so if you wanted to, and you had a 60 or a compact keyboard, you could also just use one of the controller holders to prop up a keyboard as well. Again, just get the stuff you might have on your desktop up and out of the way. The brand is Muso. They make some other cool walnut-based products, and while this is simple and nothing groundbreaking, I think it can work its way nicely into your setup. It's also only $30, so it's not like you're going to be breaking the bank, and you won't be breaking your headphones, since this is going to keep it up in its designated spot now. Definitely not a bad pickup. Now for this next one, if you're a student or if you often travel abroad, this one's going to be pretty helpful. This is an Android-based translation pen, which can scan and translate 142 languages right on the device, and has a bunch of built-in modes to assist you. So to show you real quick how this works, whenever you begin scanning something, the tip actuates in, which then illuminates the lights inside for the camera to start scanning. And for each line of text you scan, not only does it translate it, but it verbally translates it for you as well, so you can hear how to say it, again with 142 languages supported. It's all done within a matter of seconds too. Once you begin scanning, you'll see it immediately appear on the screen, and right there for you, it shows you what it says, but also says it out loud as well in both languages. For me, I'd say it's been more hit than misses, but once you begin to properly find that perfect scanning speed as you swipe across the line of text, it's much more accurate and easier to use, so tiny learning curve to perfect it. You can also change the scanning modes from like one line to multiple lines at once in the settings and save your preferred language. And like I said in the beginning, if you're traveling abroad and want to learn how to say something out loud, you can speak it directly to the pen, then it'll verbally translate your sentence back to you.
お母さんにこんにちはと言ってください。
So while sure, there's apps that can do this right on your phone, if you need a dedicated device for work or your studies or traveling, for just $50, it gets the job done well, and definitely a nifty gadget for those who need it. And then lastly, got these really cool 3D printed multi-use and modular desktop trays from iRcustom, featuring the Peak. Another one I picked up is called the Cage, with a different design, but still, aimed to keep your tech nice and organized. You can pick different color combos as well. And one of the newer ones, the Cache. You can buy these and other designs available, either fully printed, or you can just buy the digital files and print them yourself. So starting off with the simple one, the Cage, this has 4 compartments in which hold their own designated items for like pens, pencils, markers. But if you have a ton of memory cards in your workflow, there's also a spot for 9 micro SDs and 4 standard memory cards. It's simple, but they're designed and executed so well. Just like their other offering that I picked up, the Peak, which has more depth to those top 2 compartments, so you could still hold, some cards on the bottom, things like a flash drive, toss in your keys or a dongle, just, showing you guys some stuff that would ordinarily cause clutter. And since they're both relatively compact, they make great additions to use at the desktop for something like on a monitor stand. Keep them up and out of the way while still keeping everything nice and tidy at an arm's reach. However, my favorite one they have is the Cache, which is sort of like a larger catch-all EDC tray for the setup, and it features 6 compartments in the middle, 14 micro SD slots, and 8 SD cards on the slots that run along the sides. With those wider and longer compartments, you could still, use it for your desktop with like pens and pencils, but now you have a lot more flexibility with tossing in your phone, your wallet, actual hard drives or SSDs, flash drives, keys, your earbuds, AirPods, you name it, odds are it's gonna fit here. And I think for like a gaming tray, it also works really well. It's the perfect dimensions for like fitting Joy-Cons or handhelds. Tons of room for your peripherals, wireless dongles, and just like the other ones, you can pick your color combos to match it to your setup. It just offers so much flexibility in such a simple, compact manner. Speaking of the Joy-Cons, don't forget, Switch 2 giveaway next week on Whatnot, link down below. But one of my personal, and it's gonna sound completely nerdy, but one of my personal use cases for the cache has been with Pokemon. Honestly, it's like the perfect accessory holder for trading cards. I have my labels, my one-touch cases, sleeves, top loaders, all right here and organized, so when I get a new shipment in, or something where like I'm sorting through a bunch of cards to add to the collection, it's all contained and organized. Probably not their intended use case, but it works so well, almost too well. And like I said before, they have a bunch of different options on their website, different designs, you can pick different color combos as well, with them being priced super fair. From $30 for the cage and peak, while the cache comes in at $50, or you can just buy the digital files, print them yourself for $10. I originally found them on Instagram, bought everything myself. This isn't sponsored, no affiliate kickback, nothing like that. It's something that I saw, genuinely thought was cool, picked it up, and loved it. So I really wanted to show it off for you guys today. And I'm sure a lot of you out there can see the potential and all just the flexibility it offers. Really, really cool stuff from iRcustoms. And guys, that'll wrap it up for this episode of Cool Tech under $50 for September. Hope you all enjoyed. Like I said before, everything we linked for you guys in the description down below so you can check it out. But things fluctuate quickly, can't stress that enough. Prices increase, things go out of stock. Hop on it all while you can. If you like this episode, give it a big thumbs up to show your support. Feel free to follow me on all socials at randomfrankp. And last, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Hope y'all enjoyed. Have a good day.